We're here in the University of Birmingham's Great Hall. The students sitting in our hall are about to join the thousands of alumni who have passed through our university since it first admitted students. Degree congregations at the University of Birmingham date back to 1901 and are held here in the Great Hall, right at the heart of our Edgbaston campus. Attended by nearly 30,000 graduates and guests each year, these events are the highlight of the university calendar and represent for many students the conclusion of their studies at Birmingham. Originally built as a cathedral to learning, the Great Hall never fails to impress our students. The building is Grade 2 listed, and it's really the details that make the space so special. It features a trompe-l'oeil domed ceiling located above its formal marble entrance. The entrance is bordered by archways that are designed to draw the eye toward the centre of the room. The audience is a mixture of graduands, seated in the back of the room, and their friends and families, seated near the stage. During the ceremony, the graduands will make their way up to the stage, accept their scroll, and be applauded by their families and fellow students. In the sea of formal robes in the ceremony, attendees may spot black gowns, red and green gowns, and possibly some other eye-catching colours. The black robes are worn by those graduating with their bachelor's and master's. Green and red robes are for those picking up a PhD. The music you can hear is being performed by our very own student musicians. They often perform versions of modern pop hits or songs with a Birmingham connection. So if you're thinking, that sounds a little like Duran Duran, you might be onto something. You'll be hearing more from the student musicians towards the end of the ceremony. Soon, our ceremony will begin. There's a degree of pomp and circumstance to the day that echoes back through the years. These rituals connect our graduands today to students from the very first universities formed in the 13th century. The people who will sit on stage throughout the ceremony, usually senior academics at the university, are led into the Great Hall by two mace bearers. There is a mace bearer at the front of the line and one at the back. The latter is called the Esquire Bedell. Both carry large silver maces that they put down on stage. This is a ceremonial kick-off to the day. The mace bearers are usually staff members from the university who have volunteered to take part. A senior member of the university, such as the Chancellor or a Provost, will be the last to take their place. They'll stand before the attendees and declare the congregation open.
I declare the congregation open.
Good afternoon, everybody, and a very warm welcome, actually probably too warm a welcome, to Birmingham this afternoon. It's really wonderful to have so many people here today, both in the hall and watching elsewhere in the university and around the world. I'm Adam Tickell, I'm the University Vice-Chancellor, and it's my real pleasure to welcome you, particularly our graduands and your friends, your families and your supporters to your graduation ceremony. Dedication, resilience, growth, achievement and friendship. I'm sure those are just some of the words that characterize the time that you spent with us. But I'm sure also there'll have been some apprehension, some self-doubt, setbacks, problems, and moments of failure. These apply to all of us. They're integral to all of our lives, but we're here today to celebrate and to recognize the completion of your journey to the moment when you achieve your qualification this afternoon. To get here, you'll have spent time exploring new ideas, experiencing the thrill of intellectual discovery. You may have had coffee-fueled debates with your fellow students late into the night. You will have tackled seemingly insurmountable problems and then overcome them. You'll have learnt about perseverance, about balancing work and leisure, about the value of friendship and community. All of these lessons are ones that you'll carry with you far longer than you will, long after you leave us this afternoon. But universities, of course, are far more than just centres of learning. We're melting pots of cultures, of ideas, of beliefs, of languages, and of customs. Your time at Birmingham will have provided fertile ground for meaningful and formative relationships. Many of you will have formed friendships during shared experiences at social events, in the classrooms, and in laboratories. Treasure these friendships. They are as important as anything else that you've achieved at university. They're the foundation for your future support network, and they'll provide you with emotional sustenance. You've got friends here who will stand alongside you when times are tough and who'll celebrate your future achievements. These are relationships that will last you a lifetime. And I hope as you look back on your time with us at Birmingham, you feel a huge sense of pride. Today is an important step in your journey, a moment to celebrate the tenacity, the determination, and the drive that has brought you here this afternoon. But of course, you haven't done it alone. So let's take a moment just to acknowledge those who played such an important part in your accomplishments to date. Behind me on the stage, we have many of the staff who've nurtured your curiosity, who've helped your creativity, and have inspired you to question and to explore. And you have also been supported by many others, tutors, student support teams, and friends. So let's give a huge round of applause to everyone, particularly those on stage who've helped you get here today. And just as an aside, I've presided over many graduation ceremonies over the last couple of weeks, and this is the largest turnout of any. And I think it's a real sign of dedication on the part of the staff to the students who are graduating. So thank you from me. But more important than the people behind me are the people in front, people who are watching elsewhere and around the world. These are your friends, your families, and your supporters. And I promise you, as I can see them, people are brimming with pride at what you've achieved. These are people who've supported you and showed you kindness, without whom you wouldn't be here. So graduates only, perhaps you can give a huge round of applause and maybe a cheer to say thank you to everybody who's helped you to get here today. I'm not sure what everybody else thinks, but I think that was polite applause rather than a huge cheer. Try again. Thank you, that's much better. Today, most of you will be leaving your education behind. Don't lose the curiosity that you've nurtured. Listen to the voices in your head which say, go on, have a look, let's see what's out there. Ask why, how, what if. Seek out new knowledge, because this will lead you in the direction of the best of adventures and provide you with great stories to tell. Soon, you'll be coming up to the stage and I will formally admit you to your degree. This is your moment. When your name is read out, that is the moment of your graduation. And family and friends, this is your moment to make a lot of noise. So, as you come up, be careful on the steps. We've got a very good range of laps for you to fall in if you fall down, but I'm sure they won't mind if you don't end up on their knees. Do give a big smile for the cameras and don't forget to savour your moment. Thank you.
Now for the handing of the scrolls.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Teresa Thomas, and I am the head of the School of Biomedical Sciences. Vice-Chancellor and Principal, to you and to the University, I present the names of these graduates, as listed in my programme, proved worthy to be admitted to their respective degrees.
By virtue of my authority as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Birmingham, I admit those persons listed in the programme for the degree to which they are to be presented.
College of Medical and Dental Sciences, Institute of Applied Health Research, Doctor of Philosophy, for research into the epidemiology of and health services for people living with HIV and comorbidities of non-communicable diseases, Tiffany Elaine Gooden. For research into patient-held records for improving information transfer, handover, communication and self-management in Kerala, India, Linju Maria Joseph. For research into metabolic health in women with hormonal imbalance, Balachandran Kumarendran. For research into 2 or more long-term conditions in pregnancy, Siang Ing Lee. For research into adverse health outcomes among survivors of childhood, teenage and young adult cancer, Emma Plant. For research into the impact of screens and social media use on physical activity, sleep and mental health in adolescents in China, Hai Wei Wang. Master of Science, Nicola Farmer. Master of Public Health, Abby Matakala Pumolo Imamkumbili. Harita Yelamanchili. Master of Science, Health Economics and Health Policy, Patrick Uriot. Health Research Methods, Benjamin Jacob Dimbleby. Respiratory Medicine, Ohud Shabab M. Al-Bakami. Master in Science, Public and Global Health Sciences, Alice Rose Blackburn. Isabel Anna Griffiths. Maeve Mulcrone. Faiza Nansabuga. Institute of Cardiovascular Sciences, Doctor of Philosophy, for research into regulation of intracellular sodium in the heart, Saida Nashita Kabir. For research into the cellular nano-environment, as well as developing novel techniques to achieve quantitative and correlative super-resolution light electron microscopy, Jonas Philipp Euchner. For research into the understanding if use of wearable devices and artificial intelligence can improve the stratification and subsequent management of patients with atrial fibrillation and heart failure, Simrat Gill. For research into cardiac fibrosis, Caitlin Hall. For research into endothelial-derived galectins and regulation of inflammation, Abby Lightfoot. For research into the regulation of the inflammatory response by a novel molecule, Poppy Nathan. For research into the role of galectin-9 in platelet function in health and disease, Zhao Gongji. Master of Research, Amna Ahmed. Sarah Jassem Al-Mahmoud. Anna Lucy Pitts. Megan Richter. Institute of Clinical Sciences, Doctor of Philosophy, for research into the potential benefit effects of cocoa flavonoids on vasodilator responses in young women of white European and Southern Asian ethnicities, Sophie Rebecca Richardson. Master in Science, Biomedical Science, Kasim Ahmad. Lily Barnes. Rachel Colton. Joviella Fernandez. Freya Heather Godfrey. Rebecca Ellen Greensmith. Halima Haroon. Abigail Caris Hately. Caitlin Hannah Johnson. Mia Leona Jones. Nita Cathal Matthew. Sorry. Anjali Kiri. Joyce Tien Yi Lo. Louise May Longhurst. Marta Lopez Barbera. Naya Marshall Watkin. Matilda Mason. Nicholas Laurel Minimo Mayer. Emma Morris. Georgia Morris. Melanie Nabicki. Daniel Sterling Norris. Martina Offiaro. Hannah Partington. Megan Priest. Lauren Reed. Georgia Elizabeth Marjorie Small. Nicole Jocelyn Smith. Beatrice Eleanor Storer Prescott. Suraj Verma. Clinical Anatomy, Shams Ali Beg. Mohammed Hassan Amma. Shema Begum. Natasha Dowell. Danula Devon Gomez. Sophie Horn. Imogen Louise Keat. Emily Sarah Potter. Emily Catherine Joyce Rogers. Youssef Sadek. Mickey Shikanai. Aditya Swaminathan. Jessica Kate Turner. Rose Zaifnajad. Health Management and Leadership, Diana Elizy Cumrea. Isabel Mendoza. Aishwarya Modi. Mared Thomas. Alexander Stephen Heaps. Mujilarasi Raghunathan. Aman Mohammed Shari. Eleanor Gabrielle Woodhead. Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science, Adedayo Adelusi. Sona Aju. Nurailis Binti Alazam. Max Albert. Daljeevan Kaur Bayar. Anita Best Esiwele. Leah Blanchard. Chloe Anna Blumberg. Morgan Caitlin Bragg. Jodie Samantha Brickman. Daniel Brooks. Alice Mia Brown. Georgia Burt. Victoria Kaplan. Yassine Salim Cheshire. Ella Maeve Church. Sophie Dark. Leah Angelina Kaur Danda. Sarah Dirry. Gabriella Doty. Joseph Durkin. Charlotte Lucy Emerson. Grace Fensom. Hordo Faisal. Emily Meyer Gale. Alicia Gill. Liam Charles Griffith. Zev Grunwald. Hannah Havsa. Mitchell Hall. Annika Faye Herman. Andrew David Hickey. James Bradley Hunt. Hannah Hussain. Ellen Hutton. Oninechi Mary Ikrinusi. Zoe Wenenda Iruhueli.
Well, wasn't that lovely? Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, graduates, graduands and guests. As a University of Birmingham alumnus and close collaborator with many of our colleagues for decades, Professor Julian Parkhill is no stranger to our campus. Now, he started his relationship with our university in 1983. Now, that was a very different time from the present to be choosing your first university. There was no internet, no mobile phones. Information was usually gleaned from prospectuses in booklets, but he says that the attraction of the course on offer, and it was the advice of family and friends that brought him here. And that course that he wanted was general biology, and he pursued this with the full support of his parents, who I'm delighted here today, Margaret and Gordon, lovely to see you both. I'm also delighted that his wife and one of his daughters are here also. Now, Julian lived in the legendary Mason Hall in his first and final years. Now, that was a catered hall up on the Vale, but that hall is just a memory now, so those of you recently graduated won't know it. It was demolished, but it was a mixed hall, and compared to many halls of the time that were single-sex, it was regarded as very progressive and exciting. And reading between the lines, Julian had plenty of opportunities to live life to the full when he was here. Now, after his graduation, he started a PhD at Bristol University with Professor Nigel Brown. However, just 2 years later, Nigel wisely moved his lab and his research back to Birmingham, and Julian followed in what turned out to be a great move for them both. They were based in the old microbiology building on campus. Now, interestingly, that has also since been knocked down, but Julian assures me it was nothing to do with their research. And indeed, it was in that building that Julian met his future wife, Emma. For his postdoctoral research, Julian moved all the way to the Birmingham Institute of Cancer Studies, which was a short walk across campus, and I'm delighted to say at least that building remains intact. And he was there for a happy 5 years, during which time he got married, and their first child, Eleanor, was born at Birmingham Women's Hospital. She's now a doctor of medicine in Glasgow, and her sister, Susanna, has taken a similar career path to Dad and is doing a PhD in microbiology. Now, after 5 years of postdoctoral work, Julian felt it was time for a change. And having spent a lot of time, in his words, playing around with the emerging potential of computers, he came close to giving up on the sciences completely and moving into computing. But serendipity played its part, and an advert for the Sanger Institute in Cambridge piqued his curiosity. They wanted someone to work on bioinformatics and biological sciences, and it was the perfect fit. And so he found his professional home for the next 23 years, providing intellectual stimulation, opportunities, and great new colleagues. Now, the discipline of bacterial genomics was all very new in the UK and globally, and so Julian was at the forefront of an emerging field, and subsequently he's developed a huge international reputation. Over the past 4 years, however, he's taken up a new challenge, appointed, now get this, as the Marks and Spencer Professor in the Department of Veterinary Medicine at the University of Cambridge. He assures me, sadly, that this does not entitle him to a regular supply of Percy Pig sweets, but of course his is not an ordinary chair of veterinary medicine. But after the jokes had died down, he was renamed the Professor of Bacterial Evolution. However, people do still sometimes ask him about their sick pet puppy or their bunny, but he hastily and very firmly tells them that he is definitely not a vet, despite being based in a department of veterinary medicine nowadays. But more seriously, Professor Parkhill has been recognised by several other auspicious bodies, including Fellowship of the Academy of Medical Sciences, Fellowship of the American Academy of Microbiology, and also he is appointed as a Fellow of the Royal Society. And I'd like to quote a colleague here at the university who's told me, Julian's contribution to the development of whole genome sequencing and its application in the field of microbiology and infectious diseases cannot be overstated. He developed and implemented novel computational tools to analyze large DNA sequence datasets which revealed the evolutionary trajectories of important human pathogens and their ability to spread. His accomplishments in the field of microbial genome sequencing are recognized globally and are evidenced by the wide uptake of tools he has developed, putting the UK at the forefront of this fast-moving field. Julian's work has truly revolutionised the field of microbiology by providing insights into the diversity of microbial life and the balance between microbes and other forms of life, especially humans. So Professor Parkhill has taken a slightly unorthodox route to great success, and when I asked him about his career, he said that he firmly believes that there is more than one path to success, and it's not always following the well-trodden path. You can't plan for an emerging field of science, but just don't be distracted by survivorship bias and doing what others have done, and that strikes me as extremely good advice. So, Vice-Chancellor, to you and to the University, I present Professor Julian Parkhill, deemed worthy of admission to the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
By virtue of my authority as Vice-Chancellor of the University of Birmingham, it's my pleasure to award you the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa. Many congratulations.
Vice-Chancellor, Pro-Vice-Chancellor, graduates, graduands and guests. First, I would like to thank the University for the enormous honour that they have conferred upon me today. I have always been very proud of having come from the University of Birmingham, and it's nice to know the University feels the same way about me. When I was choosing a university, as you've heard, more than 40 years ago now, there was no internet, no web, no social media. We had to write off for a printer's prospectus. They gave some very standardised information about the city and the university. I think it's fair to say that we weren't as fully informed about our choices as today's students. But I do still remember the Birmingham prospectus and its enticing picture of the leafy green campus on the front. As you've heard, I didn't know at that point what I actually wanted to study, other than biology, not medicine. Birmingham was one of the few universities that offered a broad-based biology degree, taking in all of biology in the first year and specialising later. This seemed ideal to me, and I'm glad that the university still offers this. My work in evolution has shown me that one of the most important aspects of biology is the underlying commonality between all life, and that seemingly irrelevant facts from other fields can suddenly turn out to be key to understanding the system you're studying. I didn't really have any idea about what the university was like until I came for an open day. And then I realised what a lovely campus it was. However, it wasn't until I joined that I really appreciated the atmosphere and the ethos of the university. And I felt an immediate sense of belonging, which has stayed with me ever since. I loved my time here, both the environment of the campus and the wider city. In fact, I liked it so much that I came back and stayed for many, many more years. The city has certainly changed a lot over the last 40 years, but clearly it's very still Brum. I hope you, like me, take pleasure in being a graduate of the university and have pride in what it represents. The civic pride of the Edwardians, the egalitarian ethic, the understanding that academic excellence can come from any and every part of society, and most importantly, the knowledge that equality of opportunity is not only a fundamental right, but benefits both the individual and the wider society. I would like to thank those who've supported me throughout this journey, particularly my parents and my family. I'm sure you all here owe a similar debt to those sitting next to you and to your wider family, and you should tell them. I'm not sure that I'm the best person to give career advice, having had more than my share of good luck in mine, but I would say this: do what interests you. Don't listen to people that tell you there is only one career path you should follow. You should take opportunities when they come and remember that there are many routes to success. Finally, you should be proud of this university and of what you have achieved here. You should go into the world and represent the best of Birmingham University and tell everyone, as I do, what a wonderful place this is. Thank you.
Vice-Chancellor and Principal, to you and the University, I present the names of these graduands as listed in my programme, proved worthy to be admitted to their respective degrees. Now. Sorry. Nisha Islam. Maria Jabin. Mahira Janitor. Caitlin Jones. Andar Kadir. Amara Kasuji. Abby May Kelman. Dunia Khalil. Aisha Rani Khan. Mashuda Khatun. Victoria Kujawa. Simran Lal. Joseph Lewis. Charlie Muffam. Inaya Mahfouz. Amani Malik. Eva McCabe. Tate Meller. Karis Mbezi Morrison. Jennifer Modoku. Nadira Mohammed. Lewis Morgan. Natasha Christine Morgan. Ethan Jack Morgan. Katie Daisy Leah Nahon. Lucy Nevin Lysett. Milan Nui. Ing Yun Kai. Joshua David Noon. Maxim Novikov. Meshach Nathiwa. Jesse Jeffrey Onyas. Nella Orsa Gova. Lucy Papachado. Charlotte Elizabeth Parish. Priyanka Patel. Millie Posner. Charlotte Pava. Caitlin Teresa Quinn. Jabida Rahman. Jessica Rains. Sophie Caitlin Reeves. Aisha Imran Safdar. Jorvan Sanga. Megan Rianne Sewell. Livia Audrey Simmons. Aaron Singh. Harisha Sivananthan. Jacob Alexander Smith. Emily Nicola Soames. Sophie Sparry. Sanjana Srinivasan. Kate Story. Liam Swan. Annika Tasnim. Fatima Mifta Tajuddin. Georgina Katie Tingley. Molly Mabel Tuff. Millie Turner. Abigail Rihanna Turner. Georgina Wayne. Penny Walpole. Joseph Wheeler. Jack Wilde. Biomedical Science with Biomaterials, Adiba Barry. Roshan Chaul. Jennifer Francis Forbes. Ellie Hall. Mohammed Hamza Khalid. Ruben Miguel Mazalu. Tiana Rodius. Heber Whitman. Wai Tung Wong. Biomedical Science with Biomedical Entrepreneurship, Mariam Ahmed. Emmanuel Day. Kirsty Margreta Carmona Frogner. Maham Jawad. Nazali Levian. Jake Anthony Love. Alishba Mustabshera Mahmood. Charlotte Jacqueline Payne. Erin Randall. Chanan Kaur Randawa. Ella Semple. Emily Tobias. Biomedical Science with Translational Medicine, Hannah Arif. Xing Hui Ho. Biomedical Science with a year in Computer Science, Henry Dix. Bachelor of Medical Science, Spada Suresh Raut. Institute of Immunology and Immunotherapy, Doctor of Medicine, for research into the causes of preeclampsia in healthy and high-risk pregnant women, Hannah Joyce Blakey. For research Into vaccine design and function, Arish Ibrahim Al-Shei. For research into the generation of immune memory to vaccination, Cameron Burnett. For research into therapeutic cancer vaccines against tumour endothelial antigens, Fernanda Nicole Escobar Riquelme. For research into the regulation of immune responses in health and cancer, Emma Catherine Jennings. For research into mechanisms of bacterial cancer therapy, Gillian Mackey. For research into the function of human liver endothelial cells in cirrhosis using super-resolution microscopy, Pantalisa Papakiriko. For research into the liver immune compartment in children with biliary atresia, Arzo Patel. For research into the effects of COVID-19 infection on placenta and lung tissue, Matthew Richard Pugh. For research into mucosal immunology, Lisa Scarf. Master of Science, Bilal Jiwa. Institute of Inflammation and Aging, Doctor of Medicine. For research into small airways dysfunction in asthma, Christopher William Hine. Doctor of Philosophy. For research into molecular mechanisms regulating myelination in the central nervous system, Majed Mutlaq Al-Materi. For research into links between ageing and the microbiome, Jessica Conway. For research into the role of hypoxia in human lung fibrosis, Lauren Catherine Davris. For research into the role of bioenergetics in regulating neutrophil dysfunction in pneumonia and sepsis, Francis Grudzinka. For research into the effects of saturated fatty acids on the immune system in obesity, Sally Kuchuk. For research into the measurement of extracellular vesicles in health and disease, Joshua Price. For research into the relationship between stimulus-induced EEG modulations and neuropsychological profiles in elderly participants, Emma Florence Kate Staley. For research into the impact of COVID-19 infection on neutrophil function, on Sean Thine. Master of Science, Atreyi Gope. Nia Margaret Paddison-Rees. Institute of Metabolism and Systems Research, Doctor of Philosophy, for research into improving care for pregnant women with infections and sepsis, Sheikh Irfan Ahmed. For research into the impact of inflammatory cytokines on steroid metabolism and subsequent proliferation in colorectal cancer, Avnan Youssef Banibaksh. For research into the effects of intracranial pressure on headache mechanisms, Olivia Grech. For research into amino acid metabolism in brain tumours, Himani Rana. For research into the contribution of peripheral steroidal metabolism within muscle towards muscle wasting in chronic kidney disease, Michael Simon Sagmeister. For research into reproductive health in women with idiopathic intracranial hypertension, Mark Thaler. Institute of Microbiology and Infection, Doctor of Philosophy, for research into the genetic background of multi-drug resistant E. coli, Elizabeth Cummins. For research into antimicrobial resistance in Acinetobacter, Elizabeth Marie Darby. For research into the studies of the effect of colonization by antimicrobial resistant E. coli on the gut microbiome, Matthew Davis. For research into the diversity of the opportunistic pathogens Escherichia coli and Klebsiella pneumoniae and their relatedness in humans and animals, Ruth Sampson Maganga. For research into immunity and vaccine efficacy during Salmonella infection, Ruby Renee Passard. Institute of Clinical Sciences, Bachelor of Science, Biomedical Science, Jennifer Madaku. Institute of Inflammation and Aging, Doctor of Philosophy, for research into predicting acute kidney injury in critical care and anaesthesia, Faraj Kulav Alenezi. Could I please ask the graduates that are healthcare professionals to stand up for the declaration for the University of Birmingham healthcare professions. So if you could say with me, in accepting my degree today, I recognise that I embark upon a career involving care of patients, families and loved ones. I promise to reflect on and uphold in all I do my duty as a healthcare professional and to put the care of patients at the heart of all of my actions. I shall treat all patients with compassion and respect. I shall listen and explain so they may reach decisions on their care and on their treatment. I shall never compromise the safety or the dignity or comfort of my patients, nor shall I discriminate against them or my colleagues. I shall justify the trust placed in me by patients and by individuals and by society by working with integrity. I shall keep my knowledge up to date. When I make mistakes, I shall acknowledge them. With candour to my patients and report them, I shall learn from error. I understand that I alone must take responsibility for all I do and be prepared to justify my acts and my decisions. I declare I will justify the privilege that the award of my degree bestows on me. So now I'd like to introduce our student representative who's going to give a speech on behalf of the graduating cohort, Abigail Haitley.
Good afternoon, fellow graduates, esteemed faculty, family, and friends. I am honoured to represent my coursemates today. If you told me 4 years ago, in the middle of COVID lockdown and online lectures, that I'd be standing here today, giving this address, I would have laughed. Not because of the pandemic, because I'm terrified of public speaking. I want to begin by once again congratulating everyone on such an incredible achievement. It has taken a lot of hard work to get here, and we should all be so proud of ourselves. We couldn't have done it without our amazing loved ones by our sides, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them for their support, patience, and kindness throughout our studies. As I reflect on my time at the University of Birmingham, my first thought is that we, like the price of the chips in the med school cafe, have changed so much. Whether you are undergraduates, masters, or PhD students, we've all grown in our knowledge, skills, and understanding of biomedical science. Our time at university cannot be summarized by our certificates, but by all the experiences we've gained during our time here. We've learnt how intricately our bodies are designed, from the cardiovascular system down to the intricate workings of our cells. We've seen how harmful it can be when one small thing is out of place. Our degrees have taught us vital skills to explore how, why, where, and when these things happen, and what possible things could be done to prevent or treat them. During our time, we've learned what subjects we love and those we wish to steer clear of. Our curious natures and our drive to find answers have led us to tackle the challenges of biomedical science head-on. This, I know, has not always been easy. However, the invaluable lessons we've learned, sometimes through failure, have helped shape us for the future. Our journeys have been enriched by the academics we've had the privilege to learn from. Their expertise and guidance has been invaluable. Thank you to the heads of year, lecturers, faculty staff, tutors, incredible supervisors, and all those who have worked to support us during our time here. We are extremely grateful to you all. Outside of our degrees, many other opportunities at the university have allowed us to flourish, whether that was continuing something you've done since childhood, such as orchestra, or throwing yourself into a new sport like dodgeball. Maybe you joined a charity and dedicated your time to helping others while at university. All of these have further enriched our time here. Outside of campus, I've enjoyed the great sense of community that living in Smelly Selly brought. Despite the scenery, sharing houses with friends or living so close to them, maybe even at the other end of the garden, has been a huge highlight of mine. Having friends so close by is something I will really miss. I felt it was important to acknowledge today that all of us can say we've had the privilege of attending university, something many people across the world can only dream of. My appreciation for education is partly due to my incredible parents, who are both primary school teachers. They encouraged me to be a lifelong learner and never give up, but also because I spent the majority of my childhood and teenage years often unable to attend school due to illness. I am so grateful that the doctors, my parents, grandparents, and loved ones supported and encouraged me to be determined to succeed. Although education is certainly not everything, we are privileged to have access to it at such a high level. So even though it has been extremely hard, let us not forget those less fortunate than us and use our privilege to help others. I recently read The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks by Rebecca Skloot, which I would really recommend. It tells the story of how one woman, Henrietta, changed the face of cancer research forever without ever knowing it. It highlights the responsibility that scientists have to their research, but more importantly, the wider population. Here at the University of Birmingham, we've been taught to take this seriously. As graduates, we now have the responsibility to learn from the mistakes of the past and pave a better future. The pandemic was another example of just how key biomedical scientists and healthcare workers are, and that we have the power to make real change. Most of us will have finished our degrees with the Global Challenge module, which rightly points us towards the greatest use of our privilege and power, to make real change where it's needed most. My biggest hope is that going forward, we remember these as key values. For the majority of us in the room, our first lecture at the University of Birmingham was about the structure and the replication of DNA. So I thought it would be appropriate to share a short quote from Rosalind Franklin, an unsung hero who was fundamental in discovering the structure of DNA. She famously said, "Science is about asking the right questions, not about accepting the easy answers." So let us keep asking questions, stay curious, and strive to find solutions, whatever your future holds, whether you're continuing to study, beginning a new job, or simply taking a well-deserved break. I hope that, like me, you look back at your time at the University of Birmingham with joy, and I wish you the very best for the future. To end, I would like to once again say a huge congratulations to my course mates, my friends. We all worked incredibly hard, and everyone deserves another massive round of applause.
When we say we are in the business of putting out graduates into the big wide world who mean business, then Abigail, I think, has just nailed that. So another round of applause, please, for Abigail. Then why not? Keep clapping. Congratulations to all of you. So you're now graduates of the University of Birmingham. So I can see, trust me, for those of you just graduated, that the front of the room is also very, very proud of you. My name is Neil Hanley. I'm Pro-Vice-Chancellor, Head of the College of Medical Dental Sciences. So it's my great privilege to be here at your graduation today, to participate, and in particular, to take us towards the close of the ceremony with a few words. I'm not going to speak for too long, but there are a couple of topics that I would just like to touch on before we close out. Here we are in our great hall. What a tremendous, tremendous setting. I am pleased we're not going to be demolishing it after giving away our honorary degrees. That was slightly concerning for a moment. But before you go off and celebrate, I would just like to remind you need to make the most of it, because these genuinely are memories for life, for everyone in the room. For most of you, you're no longer going to be students. You're going to move into workplaces. You're going to have tremendously important jobs to do. The professions you enter, healthcare related, life sciences related, are going to be hugely valued. Abigail, I think you just summed it up far better than I can do. Many of you are going to remain close to the health and life sciences sector. Evidence shows, our own evidence, many of you will remain in the region where the university accounts for 1 in 50 jobs, delivers £4.4 billion per annum to the economy. For comparison, the car industry in the West Midlands comes in at 3.6 billion. Now, I'm not going to try and compare the numbers. You heard them, and it's not a question of competition. It would be fantastic if that car industry and engineering was 5 times bigger. But unequivocally, we here at the University of Birmingham are a very, very big player. So down the hill, for example, we have the Birmingham Health Innovation Campus. that's just about to complete on its first major building. It's for life sciences and health. It's for spin-outs and startups, small, medium enterprises, SMEs. It's linked in with our own campus master plan. It's linked in with the master planning and thoughts of the major healthcare campus just adjacent to us, University Hospitals Birmingham. So this really is a big, big driver. So I find it quite interesting. Politically, we're hearing a lot at the moment about how we need economic growth, how we need the regions to step up. Places like Birmingham are going to be pivotal. And actually, slightly scary. But actually, as Birmingham steps up, it's our job here to do that, because the health, life sciences sector into which many of you will go is phenomenally important to this country. It really is. So what's going to determine whether you're going to be good at your jobs? Well, it goes without saying, the skills and knowledge you've acquired over the last few years are going to be pivotal. To use the cliche, you have learned how to learn. You've acquired that knowledge in a university that's on the up, a university that's known around the world, a university that is increasingly a global player. And when we say these things, we mean it. You heard the public orator today. She's now looking scared over there. Professor Dame Helen Stokes-Lampard. She's just off to become the Chief Medical Officer for New Zealand. It really is a global university. I'm confident your knowledge is strong. The trick is to keep it strong. As Abigail alluded to earlier, never stop learning, never lose that intellectual curiosity. It's one of the defining features of our university that we set for our students. So stay curious, keep that inquiring mind, keep accumulating knowledge and wisdom. But actually, that's not my main point. My main point's much simpler than that. You're about to enter workplaces where something actually transcends that pure knowledge. Increasingly, we work across disciplines. We work in hybrid ways. We work in complex teams. That team working is critical. And I'm a great big believer that actually a critical part of that team play is to smile and be kind to those you're working with. You're part of a university now that really does believe in that. I think it's a tremendously friendly university. You're a graduate of that university. I know you too feel it, because when you were coming up to the platform, I could see you waving and smiling at those behind me who've helped you just acquire those degrees that you've just got. It really is a defining feature. The second and final topic on which I would like to close returns to what I just said about our university. You are now a part of our history. You will forever be one of our graduates. And we're very proud of that. We're very proud of you. Many of you will go on to achieve tremendous things. Amongst you will be pioneers, innovators, movers and shakers for the next generation. And I'm actually now just going to deviate for a moment. I'm going off-piste and call out something else that's particularly inspired me in my first full year here at the University of Birmingham. Those of you in the front may not know this, but as well as being a tremendous academic university, Birmingham is one of the leading destinations for sport, and not just dodgeball, as Abigail alluded to. We're all looking forward to the Olympics. One third of the women's GB hockey squad, Olympic champions 2016, University of Birmingham alumni. Truly remarkable statistic. But we're not just good at hockey. We excel at netball, at rugby, athletics, at swimming. Ollie Morgan, second-year sports science student, just left for the GB squad to swim the 100-metre backstroke in Paris for the Olympics. Possibly the medley as well. Last night in dentistry, the student speaker was Yasmin Javadian, one of our dual career athletes, Commonwealth Games bronze medal winner. By the way, last night, just qualified distinction honours in dentistry. That is a University of Birmingham graduate living and breathing what it means to be one of our dual career international athlete, top-class scholar. Katie Mole, third-year graduate entry medicine, just received her first full GB rowing vest as part of preparation for the GB squad for Los Angeles 2028 Olympics. Hannah England, just inducted into our Birmingham Hall of Fame, middle distance runner, will be commentating on the athletics in Paris. So it's a tremendous, tremendous institution. So, back on piste. You are now our alumni. What do we ask of you? Well, it's very straightforward. Please, please stay in touch. It means a huge amount to us. Yes, you're about to go out into the world, become successful. Of course, we would love you to become our next generation of philanthropic benefactors. But actually, it's more than that. Those benefactors help with the hardship fund that we set up in the college this year for students increasingly facing cost of living challenges. Relatively small sums that make a very big difference. So actually, when it comes to our alumni, I'm talking about something much bigger. They care about their place. This place is full of their memories. They make for tremendous advocates for us around the world, assisting our future student recruitment, acting as mentors, helping me as head of college, helping our courses, offering advice. So to those of you at the back, please, please do stay in touch. Our careers service is still here for you. Our fantastic alumni relations team run events for recent graduates so we can connect you with your friends around the world, wherever you end up. We will always, always be pleased to see you. So that's me. Thank you very much for coming and thank you for listening. But most of all, congratulations on your achievements. My last words before I hand back to our Vice-Chancellor to close the ceremony isn't a request, it's an order. Go and celebrate. Celebrate hard and celebrate like you really mean it. Thank you very much. We're incredibly proud of you.
I declare the congregation closed.
And with those words, our new graduates leave the Great Hall. The ceremony that completes the university journey for hundreds of Birmingham alumni has come to an end. This is a powerful moment for our graduates, representing the culmination of years of dedicated study, the education, connections, and friendships they have made at Birmingham will last a lifetime. And with Birmingham ranking as the university most targeted by top graduate employers in 2024, there's never been a more exciting time to be a Birmingham graduate. A final bit of tradition to close the ceremony. The maces are collected from the stage, and the mace bearers lead the procession of staff and new graduates out of the Great Hall. Our new alumni are off to celebrate the rest of their day with their friends and families.